Hello, Math 150 students, Applied Calculus. We're getting ready to do number 12 from 5.1. Looks a little bit shorter than the one before. It says the rate of growth of a population of a new city, T years after its incorporation, is estimated to be, and notice that it's a growth rate. That's a derivative. So it's dn dt, where n is the number of people or the population, is equal to 700 plus 600 squared of t. And this is between years 0 and 25. If the population was 4,000 at the time of incorporation, so somebody started a city and 4,000 people were living there, they want you to find the population 25 years later. All right. So let's see. I'm given the derivative on a closed interval. So that's your domain. N is the number of people, or the population. I wrote some things down. T is years. dn dt is people per year. I also know that n of 0 is 4,000, because at t equals 0, the initial population is 4,000. All right, so I know some things about it. And the question is, find n when t is 25. So meaning 25 years later, what's the population? Well, we have dn dt, and we need to find n of t. So if I want to find n, I need to integrate dn dt. So I'll show you that I did that. I put this integral dn dt dt, so we're doing the antiderivative. And this integral and dt, since our variable is t, we put dt. And then I wrote the function that was given, the 700 plus 600t to the 1/2. Now here's where it was written as a square root, but I might as well put it to 1/2 power, because I'm going to use power rule. Now the integral of this is 700, that's a constant, and remember, to integrate a constant, you just end up putting an x beside it. So let's see what I get here. I'm getting n is equal to 700t plus 600. Power rule, you have to add 1, which gives you 3/2, and divide by 3/2. And I'm going to flip that up, and I get n equals 700t plus 400. So if you take 600 divided by 3/2, that'll give you 400t to the 3/2 plus c. Now to find that constant, I know that n of 0 is 4,000, so I can plug in 0, and you do get c is 4,000. You might be catching on to that. And this is my function without the plus c. I have n of t is equal to 700t plus 400t to the 3/2 plus 4,000. Now there's one more question that they're asking. They want to know how many people there will be in 25 years, so I put 25 in. And I got 71,500. And wrote the population is 71,500 25 years later. All right, that takes care of 5.1. See you later.